Summer of 2016, the summer before 8th grade. I had just gotten into anime and webtoons at the time, and I was fascinated with the art and wanted to make comics of my own, but I needed one final push to actually make me commit. Then, my aunt handed me a sketchbook, and I sat there staring at it like, this is gonna be my personality for the rest of my life. I immediately opened it up and stared at the blank page, with no clue what to draw. Then, proceeded to download one of those crappy how to draw apps on my tablet. You know the ones where it's like, Step 1, Step 2, Step 3. It wasn't very helpful, but it did give me something to start on. I used it up until about here, where I gave up and just used pictures I found on the internet as references, and just redrew them. For a very long time. In early 2017, I started to write a story that I wanted to turn into a comic. I had a whole plan to publish it onto the website, Line Webtoon, though all the art on that website was digital. So I had a new goal, to get a digital art program and a graphic tablet. Christmas of 2018. My cousin is berating me, asking what I want. I tell her I don't want anything, but she won't let up. I tell her that the only thing I want is too expensive, and I wouldn't ask her to get it for me. But she tells me to tell her anyway, and I tell her I want a graphic tablet. 3 days later, she hands me a used graphic tablet with a smile and tells me to go have fun. It would be a lie to say I didn't stare at it for a bit. Just kinda.
Dorime, interrimo ad appare dorime. Ameno, lanciremo, dorime.
Yeah. So I opened it up and bought myself Clip Studio Paint. I had the graphic tablet. Nothing was holding me back from making my comic. Well, except my artistic ability. Yeah, those are actual screenshots from my comic. Yes, I did upload it online. Yes, it is still up. No, you won't be able to find this version of it. I redrew the first chapter. Honestly, one of the biggest testaments to my art improvement is this comic, to the point where you can almost see my improvement as an artist in every chapter. That also may have something to do with the huge time jumps between chapters. Is the story cringe? Yes. But the art towards the end was passable. Could be a lot better. While working on the comic, I also started to get into animation and animatics. The idea of making my weird little characters move was fascinating. So I tried, and tried, and tried again. Yeah, none of these attempts are good. I'd say the first good animation attempt I had was in about 2020. My closest friend was, and still is, an animator, so I kinda threw my work at them so they could critique it. They gave me some solid advice, and I implemented it in this one. I mean, look at the anticipation, the squash and stretch, the improvement. We're improving as an artist. Whoa! Along the way, I started to sell commissions. I don't want to spend too long on this topic. The major stuff would be some character designs I've done for an indie game developer, and I worked as a character artist for a group of D&D streamers, still do. Now I have less time to work on my personal projects, but I'm stubborn, so I figure out ways to let it wiggle into my class projects. Like this piece of Magnus Archives fan art I submitted to my visual thinking class without my professor knowing. I'm also making stuff for the Rutgers Animation Club, like this. These are the storyboards for my segment. It's still in the rough stages and needs rigorous cleanup, but I think it's coming along. While we're here, take the funky animation of the funky OCs doing the funky OC things.
Then let's not talk. Fine! You know, there is no good reason why you and I shouldn't be able to sit here together and have a conversation.
I got a good reason.
Which is?
I don't like you.
Really? You can't think of one thing that you like about me?
I like when you're sad.
Did I mention I do character design? Cause, yeah, I do that too. We got the funky evil guy, the funky evil girl, the funky assassination guild, the funky non-binary bean. Honestly, that last one is low-key popular. People like them a lot, which is probably why they got the biggest glow-up. That or my art just got better, so they just look better now. It's probably the latter. It's honestly kind of funny to see how much I've grown as a person, but still draw weird little fictional characters. But now some people find interest in them. Like, dude, I swear, I've gotten fan art for this guy. Their name is Pen, by the way. I've gotten fan art for them, and it is immensely better than my own art. Like, holy shit. You draw my little brainchild better than I can, dude. Like, how do you do that? How do you make my character look better? Like, that sounds mean, but genuinely, this is like so incredibly mind-boggling to me. Like, how did you do that? TLDR. So, TLDR, because I've been going on for a while. Little Bab me wanted to draw comics and be an artist. Dumb adult me still wants to draw comics and be an artist. I have a whole lot of works that cover the journey up until this point, and I'm kind of curious to see where I'll go from here.